have the pleasure of talking to one of the best bantamweights in the world, top bantamweight in the world. I believe he's number 3 or 4, Mr. Jimmie El Terror Rivera. Jimmy, how are you, my man?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm not too bad. Just over here, it's pretty cold, man. Living out here in Toronto and whatnot. But how are you before your fight, man? How are you feeling right now? The week of or the week before?
I'm feeling good. Yeah, it's a week before. I'm feeling good. I'm excited for it. I can't wait.
Yeah, for sure, man. I need to ask you too, man. Right when I introduced you, I thought of this question real quick. Where'd you get the nickname El Terror?
It was my first amateur MMA fight, and I asked him literally to call my uncle as he was on the way down, and he thought of it, and it just stuck ever since I was 18 years old. So just kind of
Yeah,
stuck, and it kept it like that.
sounds good, man. I love it. It's one of the best names because it rings with Rivera at the end, so it goes good with it. Um, Something I need to know: how have you adapted to the camp to deal with like a very different opponent on short notice? Dom's like more of like movement and everything, and we already know Lineker just comes really swinging bombs into brawl. How'd you like change your camp on short notice like this?
I think that's the greatest thing about our camp is that we have a lot of guys who that can mimic anyone. So we just switched up our game plan and just started sparring people that were more like Lineker, and that was it.
Yeah, I see you training with the likes of Louis Gatineau and whatnot. Very good for sure. Um, when and how did you find out Cruz was out, and did the opponent change affect you at all at the beginning?
Um, no, didn't affect me at all. The opponent change. I found out the same day it was announced that he was hurt. We thought it was a leg, but then we actually came out that he hurt his arm. Um, it is what it is. We found out, but we took a little time to figure out who the opponent was going to be just depending on fights and who was healthy and who's not hurt. Right now you got the three top guys that are hurt and they can't fight. So the next person that was ranked right after me was Lineker. So that's what we went with.
For sure, man. Yeah, Lineker's definitely a viable opponent, but do you think do you think a win over Lineker will propel you to a title shot, or do you feel like Cruz was more of a viable path to the title?
I think Cruz was a lot. It was like a definite title shot. I think it all depends on my performance
Yeah.
next Saturday. I can't say what really is going to happen or not. I just kind of got to go in there and do my thing.
Are you gonna engage in the brawl that Lineker seems to like?
I don't really talk about game plans right before a fight. You'll see the day of. You know what I mean? What I do,
Yeah.
and then we can talk about it afterwards.
All right. That sounds good. It's always a pleasure watching you like working there on different opponents and stuff. Are you planning sorry, let me look at this one. Do you believe you need to make a statement with a finish, or will a dominant decision do as well? I know in your last victory nearly came to a finish with over Thomas Almeida in the first round, and but you came away with a dominant decision. Do you think another dominant decision will still get you a title shot, or do you need to make a statement with a finish?
I would like to get a finish. I think that's what the casual fan wants. It just it all depends. You know what I mean? It's MMA. Anything could happen. I'm definitely gonna go in there and try to, whether it's knock him out or submit him. I'm definitely gonna try to do it. Just depends on what happens and how the fight goes.
Uh, have you been told you would get a title shot with a victory here?
No,
No, you haven't. Um, okay, stylistically, how do you think you match up with John though?
I think I matched up really well. I could beat him wherever I wanted to beat him, whether stand up or on the ground or wrestling, anything. I think he's just tough and he throws hard, but he's not. Um, what's it called? He's not. He's just a tough, bites down the mouthpiece brawler. He doesn't have that much that he brings to the table.
Yeah, I agree. What I know you don't want to give away a game plan or anything, but are you gonna try and nullify Lineker's power with some strategy at all? Like maybe not with the takedowns like TJ did, but like maybe like with movement or whatnot. Are you game planning for his power like that?
Well, I mean, I think his power. Again, it all depends how the fight goes. The first rounds are against say what I'm gonna do and what my game plan is gonna be. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna just go in
Yeah.
there. I don't go in there with one game plan. I go in there with a couple. So I don't know. I'm not really gonna talk about what I'm gonna do in the fight yet because I don't know how the first round's gonna play off. I kind of got to go off of that, see how it goes, and then I can kind of change it up while I'm in there.
What makes you such a dangerous fighter down the stretch, man? A lot of these fights is like the fact that you're very balanced and adaptable to pressure, even if it's not on you and it's on the other guy. Like Thomas Almeida, you didn't uh pounce on him right away. You were very smart about like how to like try and finish him there. Even like what is that something you work on in camp? Like not like over like being over pressured or anything to do anything stupid or like you're it seems like your shots are super dangerous and whatnot, but you're very balanced and you adapt well to the pressure like I was saying. Is that something you're working on in camp?
I think it's a mentality that people either have it or don't have it. I don't really let the pressure or the fans or anything get to me. I just go in there and just execute my game plan, what I've been training for 2 or 3 months, whatever it is, and then I go in there and if I have to change it up, I change it up. It all depends on what my coaches say.
All right. So one last thing I need to ask you here is the main event, Cyborg versus Holly Holm. Who do you got, Jimmy?
I mean, it's gonna be a good fight. I think obviously Cyborg's the favorite, but I'm looking for Holly Holmes to take it to shock the world and show her she's a contender just like she did against Ronda.
Yeah, for sure. And in the co-main event, that's we got Khabib and Edson. Who do you like in that matchup?
Honestly, I think I want Edson to win, but it all depends on what happens. If Khabib could take down Edson, then he's just Khabib's going to win the fight. It all depends on if Barbosa can stop the takedown. If not, then it's all Khabib's game. He's going to win.
For sure, man. I think so as well. And one last thing before you go, why does Jimmy Rivera's hand get raised against John Lineker on December 30th?
Because I work harder than he does. I want it more than he does. You know
That,
what I mean? And I train hard. I bust my ass. I sacrifice a lot to be where I'm at. And I think it just explains my resume, my winning streak, and all that. Why I'm so successful.
I believe so as well, Jimmy. It was great talking to you. Everybody, check out Jimmy Rivera on December 30th against John Lineker. Hopefully, my man here gets a title shot with a victory here. I think it's very possible to happen. Jimmy, thanks for coming on. The floor is yours. If you want to shout out any sponsors, anything, the floor is yours, brother.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for having me. Obviously, just
No
quick
problem.
thanks to Tiger Fight Gear, who supplies me all my equipment, NutriBio supplements, and Eat Clean Bro. And thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem, man. It's always great talking to you, Jimmy. Hopefully, we get another interview after your fight or something, or before your title shot. It would be great to talk to you.
So,
Take care and have a great performance, man. And good luck. God bless.
thank you. You too.
All right,
Bye.
take care.